naturalization hearing. He was legally applying to become a naturalized citizen in the US and had been working through that process. But instead, on April 15th, he found himself with chains around his belly, hands, and ankles. And the Denmark-born man fully realized what he was experiencing was not a brief disruption from his many years in America. It was not some clerical error that could be unmade in an afternoon's discussion or even be fixed with a swift intervention of a judge. ICE whisked him off from Mississippi to Louisiana. They stuffed him in the LaSalle detention center along with dozens of other detainees. He was not seen as a son or a father or a husband, but simply as an alien in the eyes of the law. ICE deposited him in a facility where he shared a cell with 100 other people. Casper has never been charged with nor convicted of any crime. He has not been accused of being a member of MS-13 or Tren de Aragua. What led the government to rip Casper out of the arms of his wife and 4 children, to the best of his knowledge, is simply that he did not appropriately file one piece of paperwork, Form I-751. He's spent over a decade working toward American citizenship, and if you don't know how complicated it is to become a naturalized citizen, there's dozens and dozens and dozens of documents that you have to submit, and apparently one of those did not get submitted correctly. Apparently, this document was due back in 2015, but at the time it was due, his wife suffered a stillbirth, and in dealing with the loss of their first child, it just slipped right out of their head. But the American government was still continuing for the last 10 years, moving forward with his naturalization unimpeded. They didn't seem to care. No government official in the last 10 years ever warned him that they were missing this piece of paperwork. He paid his taxes every year. He kept working through the naturalization process. And in April, he thought he was going to the last meeting for naturalization, where he was finally going to be approved to become an American citizen. Because of this one document that the government never properly informed him that he was missing. For 10 years, he found himself chained up like an animal with no notice to his family, shipped from his home to a detention center in Louisiana. He's been stuck in this facility for over a month. His wife is pregnant with their 5th child. He doesn't know what's going to happen to him if he will get sent back to Denmark or what, but his life in the US is completely destroyed. This is so needless. This is so needless. Which one of us has not had a paperwork error before? Nothing about this merits a man being imprisoned without due process, with no notification of when he will be released, because he is missing one piece of paperwork. He has committed no crimes. Sorry, but isn't this the party of the traditional nuclear family? Here is a family of blonde, blue-eyed, white people, a married father of 4 children expecting his 5th, and the US government has ripped him away from